Oh, that's not the way I wanted to be live. Now we're live. There we go. Howdy, folks. Frank KG6NLW here. And tonight, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do something a little tiny bit different. There's a couple issues going on, and I need to address them. So, hopefully, we'll see how well this goes. So, to start off, the NorCal swap regularly held on the N6ICW Repeater System. The main transmitter site is currently offline due to the heat wave in the Sacramento Valley. Yes, it's up on a mountaintop. It still gets very hot in those cabinets, as those with repeaters know. So I am taking a different approach. I had to think about that for a second. I'm taking a different approach to getting into the repeater tonight to bring you this fantastic swap net. So we will see how well this works. It may be very quiet and very quick. We shall see. But I want to get that out of the way. There's also a even bigger thing I have to worry about tonight. And I need to make sure I have something very clear to the current live audience. You guys are not actually affected, and the team replay crowd, because that's where I think I'm going to get the most comments from or backlash. There is a certain repeater in the San Francisco Bay Area. For those that know. For those that don't and wish to be informed and know me on social media personally, I see some of you around, here and there. We may or may not have played Frequency Frenzy an hour plus ago. Feel free to message me. I'll fill you in. But there is a certain repeater in the San Francisco Bay Area that is under control of a rogue operator and their accomplices. The owner of said repeater has all but given up the effective control of the machine. Will not shut it down, will not turn it off, won't do anything for it. Not only is the machine broadcast to Broadcastify and other places, I found out, there are now videos being released about this machine and its contents. And this is the big point here. Do not, and I cannot stress it enough, please do not give them the time of day. As it is, I'm giving it too much talk here, but please do not give them the time of day. This is exactly what they're looking for. I'm standing up for the people that have no voice in the community and cannot speak for themselves or are unable to. The current rogue operator and his accomplices are trying to bring down the community here in the San Francisco Bay Area as a whole, and I personally, I'm not going to stand for it. And well, I'm sitting right now, so I'm not going to sit for it either. I'm just not going to anything for it. Period. There have been actions taken to protect the innocent and the bystanders, because they are the people that are important in this case here. Many of us have tried to be civil and dealt with this in a civil way, and it's not going anywhere. It's not working. The civility is not there at all. Uh, a lot of us have moved to other machines, but have intentionally been followed. I'm personally followed to at least 3 other machines when I'm in the area. So absolute horrible time. I'm still going to be on those machines, but just I get followed, many others get followed, and we get harassed and a lot more on those machines. And, God forbid you don't have a strong capture signal into the machine, you're going to get stomped on by the people, by the jammers, by the accomplices that follow you to those machines of this rogue operator and his buddies. We have filed multiple reports, both with the ARRL and the FCC, with either no response or responses to the effect of "you're on your own," despite giving them all the evidence they need to do anything about it. Now that I have that all off and out of my mind for now and whatnot. Good evening, Jody. Good evening, Cyber Jason. I see you guys there in the chat. Good to have you here. Yeah, Jason. Our YouTube ham squeeze. Yeah, no, it's a lot worse than that. So now that we're all done with that, good evening, Frank KG6NLW, and we are coming to you live for the NorCal SwapNet, as long as everything behaves itself here. Let's see. Everything looks fine. Everything feels fine. Oh, Big John. Big John. Message me later or go back and catch the intro that I literally just finished. Absolutely. Anyway, we're here for the NorCal SwapNet now. Hopefully it will behave itself and I can get into the repeater. Right now, I'm not able to key it up on the main radio, but on the backup channel, I'm able to get in no problem. This is hosted every Thursday night on the N6ICW Repeater System in the Northern California area. For more information, you can visit n6icw.org. If you're local and wish to join the directed net, you can do so by saying the suffix of your call sign phonetically. Oh, I'm not even in the right screen. Whatever. I'm so this, John. That should tell you exactly how I'm doing tonight. I'm not even on the right screen. So, if you wish to make a listing via the chat, follow this text up here that tells you exactly what to put into the chat and how to put it in. And I can hopefully, as long as the backup system works, I can relay it in or email it to Armand and he will have it for next week. I'll be in the chat ready to answer any questions you might have. And with that, let me get over here. And yes, I know you guys can hear that. The way this radio is set up, it's completely different compared to normal. Oh, I'm just now seeing this one. Jody, yeah, you would be the GameStop meme of YouTube. Absolutely. Get that and absolutely. Could you imagine? So once this gets started, if this gets started here, because it is oh, I don't have the time up here. Well, let's fix that. Where's my time? I don't have that in here. Let's add a scene clock. Okay. Where's my clock? There's my clock. We'll just put it over my big forehead here, right? Now, let's bring that down a little bit. There we go. Now, I can fix it while I'm talking to you guys here. So, it is 8 p.m., as you can see. 8 p.m., 0300 UTC. And there's no NorCal SwapNet. So, this may be a very short live stream. We'll see how that works. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey on the N6ICW system via IRLP, waiting for the NorCal swap. So I'm going in through one repeater, out through IRLP, and into the N6ICW system. So hopefully this works. If I don't hear anything from anyone, this might be a very quick live stream. I'm also doing some background work to oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. Why is that not showing? Well, that's awkward. No, I don't want that one. Maybe this one? No. Trying something new here. There, yeah, I guess that'll work. Let's bring that down a little bit and then bring me out a little bit and hit save. Oh, that didn't do anything. Well, you guys get that over there for tonight.
Okay, well,
There we go.
Their bottle of water. Did everybody get their fireworks all done? Yeah, I was getting a bottle of water and trying to cool off. Yikes. And I hear Frank is here, and I'm here, and are you there? We'll find out with edition number 27 of the Northern California Swap on a hot N6ICW 147.195 up 600 kilohertz. And while I put my hot headset on, let me see what's going on in Cloverdale. KC6NL, WB2ZEI.
Oh, good evening, Armand, and the beginnings of the NorCal Swap. This is Kilo Golf 6 member Lima Whiskey coming to you live via IRLP tonight because the main transmitter on Mount Vaca is offline due to the 100+ degree heat, obviously. Not much to check in over here. We have a handful of people watching tonight. One fantastic DX. We call him the Sass of Canada because, well, he is very sassy. Jody VE5SAR. And other than that, I don't know who else is in the chat for DX goes. We got Jason and John in the chat as well. So Armand, I think you have your ears on and ready to go there. I'll turn it back to you. WB2ZEI in the NorCal Swap. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey via IRLP. John, I'll tell you later.
Okay, yep. I still have to figure out where that was so I can connect my headphones. Oh, there it is. It's hanging out. So let me undo this and put the adapter back in its place and plug this in right there. Oh, okay, now it works. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you, Frank. And yes, it's probably pretty doggone hot there on the mountain. You know, on a mountaintop here. One person told me a long time ago. It's hotter up in the mountains because it's closer to the sun. Yes. Anyway, N6ICW 147.195 up 600 kilohertz, of course. 146.94 from Chico, and 145.15 from the Reno area. Those two repeaters with a minus offset, and all repeaters to access both to a PL or with a PL of 126 hertz. And let's see who's going to be around tonight with their ice cold water. Yes, ICW. I'm going to start my ICW stand for the next week or so. But in the meantime, we'll try to buy, sell, trade amateur and amateur release equipment on the net, along with your ICW. And quick recap, if you've done this before, wait till we open the net for listings, and then what you need to do is give us your call sign suffix, last part of your call sign, make that phonetic. It's easy to understand. Whoops. Let's see. Hang on, I just lost my receive here, which I'll have to think with one hand and push that. Okay, there we go. I want to turn up the volume and up the, there we go, up the dial. So, as I said, phonetically, we can be recognized, and when we recognize you, oh yeah, there you are. Come back and give us your full call sign phonetically, your name, location, and the items you'd like to buy, sell, trade, give away. Let us know how much you want for the item, whether you will ship the item, how far are you willing to go to deliver the item, or do you want people to come get it? What do you want to do? How do you want to do it? You tell us. I tell the buyer as well. And of course, buyer pays all shipping charges unless otherwise arranged with the seller. when they use the air conditioners.
So we just lost the repeater because it timed out. Uh-oh. This is going to be interesting, folks. Now I have to wait for the repeater to come back up, which means Armand has to stop talking for 30 seconds. This might be very short-lived tonight.
And tonight, yes, first and foremost, it's out and up, and you see something that needs the quick response from your radio. Please say break or priority, followed by your call sign, whether it be a little doggy or kitty on the side, or wanting water, something like that. Break priority will stop and or another. It's getting bad out there, and of course all the festivities will start. We'll see. Maybe we'll be able to finish before all the tours start around 9 to 9:30. Yeah, well, yeah, Frank, love all the audio. You're making it. There's a lot of noise. I think there's somebody else eat up. Anyway, break priority call sign. You know the usual stuff. Contact followed by your call sign. Call a station, move them off, talk, chat. Call the station, ask a question about the listing they just made. Call a station, pass a bit of traffic. The info followed by your call sign. If you have a question, you missed the phone number, call sign, model number, etc. You know how it goes. If you have a question about ham radio, we'll see who is around tonight, and we can answer your questions if you have them, and or store them up for next week when things will be calmer. And thank you, of course, for N6ICW, who is keeping a watch on everything, all the fragile and heat-sensitive equipment that's scattered all over Northern California. Not scattered, but organized all over Northern California in various places where it's hot. And but the repeater's still there, still working. All the receivers are well, actually, I'm assuming all the receivers are up. I'm on VHF this evening. Just had to attend to a couple of things here. Gather up to make sure all my fireworks are in a bucket and all that stuff. So, and I didn't say this is WPTZEI, did I? Armand in Sacramento for edition number 27 of the NorCal Swap. Well, I just did. And Frank's there, so he's telling us a little bit about what's going on in Cyberland. Thank you to Frank for doing all that. And I was delinquent last week in not reminding or pointing out that if you did listen to amateur radio newsline on, yes, that would be the day after Field Day, was a very special little thing in that amateur radio newsline. So if you want to go back and listen, we had a mention on Newsline that took place during the Aries set on Monday night, 7:30.
Oh no, guys, the repeater dropped out again. So what Armand was getting at there is so every week on AR Newsline, Amateur Radio Newsline, you can go in and if you know the right people or do the right things, you can get a repeater shout out for your local repeater that hosts AR Newsline. N6ICW Repeater does that, and they shouted us out on obviously the Monday after field day. We're back, I think.
He's trying, but yeah, it's not working. Anyway, well, maybe things will get a little better as we move along here. So let's open the net anyway. Thank you to Chris N6ICW for doing all he does and all that good stuff to keep this avenue of communication open to all amateurs up and down the Sacramento and San Joaquin Valley in Northern California. And dip those toes in the cool Pacific, and or take a trip to Lake Tahoe, and be covered by ICW from ocean to lake. Anyway, let's see who's going to be with us tonight. Anticipating the big lights in the sky. Who's out there tonight? WP2 City I with the NorCal Swap.
November Lima Whiskey.
Good evening, Mr. Gary, WA6FGI, and company, Newman and Stewart. I hope they're hydrated and, as we say around here, purring their fur off. They're both stretched out on the floor, enjoying the coolness of the rug. That's Hickory Cooper. That cat can curl up in a ball that's like maybe 10-inch diameter. When he decides to stretch out, he's 10 or 30 inches long. He's 100% cat. Still have that dummy load in the bucket with the jumper. For you to go home, just come by, pick it up. I can lift it again, please. All right, Gary. That's a gift waiting to get claimed. I didn't open my file here, so I'll do that. And let's see if we can. What are we doing here? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we found the dummy. All right. There we go. WA6FI. That's not the dummy. He's the man behind the dummy. Load. WA6FDI. Whiskey Alpha 6 Fox Golf India Gary in Sacramento has it for free. Free. And you put that dummy load outside, you probably can make some French fries in it today. Anyway, it's a heat kit Cantena. It's an oil-filled dummy load, waiting for somebody to claim it. It's in a bucket. So all you got to do is come by, grab that handle, and there you go. It does have a handle on it, and it does include the coax that it goes with. It'll handle up to 1 kW. And Gary, I want you to come by. I can see those 30-inch kitty out there, and that's what ours do. They can grow up to a tiny little ball, but when they blinky, they just stretch out. You can call Gary. He's at 916-344-7571. Again, 916-344-7571. A good accessory for any ham radio station. And, free. Come get it. Thanks, Gary. Just listening it to him. I'm surprised nobody else grabbed it. You go to HRO and buy one, you dry one now. They're damn near $200 for the dry dummy loads. But this one here is safe. For you to get home, you can just carry it off, hook it up to how you want to do. If it's the basic ham radio test gear when things go wrong, hook up the dummy load.
And we lost the repeater again. This is going to be a fun night, guys. Thank you for the patience. And yes, the radio audio is that choppy. Uh, that's how it's coming through because it's radio to IRLP over the internet, down to IRLP, down to the local repeater I'm at, and back into my radio. So yeah, there's a bit of delay there, and the chop is just due to that. And Jody, as far as that goes, as I said, some of the repeaters in the same cabinet is in the same building are absolutely fine. So I have no idea why this repeater owner decides to shut things down. And Michael, yeah, it absolutely gets warm in some of the shacks. This one's on top of a mountain that's like 2,800, 2,900 feet. All right, I think we're back.
N6ICW Repeater, IRLP node 3183, Cloverdale, California. Nothing definitive yet. Okay, doctor. I dumped the doctor I had, went back to the doctor I did have, and it's a very interesting practice. It's called direct primary care. You pay a fee, and $150 a month, be in the practice, and he does not bill insurance, doesn't bill anybody. That's it. Pay a fee. You can go every day of the week if you want. He does, but encourage that. But DPC is a coming trend in family medicine. And, a lot of insurance, they have to go to specialists and labs, hospitals, but your primary care. So there's no deductible, no co-pays, anything like that. But you got to be able to afford $1,800 a year to be in the practice. So it's like buying a sequel. That's Central Park. That's the giant.
That thing is fantastic, Jody.
The right to buy a seat. I don't know. Any rate, so Shane's gonna go in and have a needle biopsy on the thing on her neck. One of the scans showed that her abdomen looks okay. We don't know about that. She has to go to a nephrologist for her one kidney. She may have an infection on her kidney. One kidney. It's a pretty serious thing. So, but we think we're in much better medical hands than we were. And Bill, he left Kaiser could get is really proactive in not giving patients the meds they want because they're terribly afraid of the federal government shutting them down over the whole fentanyl thing. My new doctor is not. Because I don't have to worry the federal government. I'm going to give my patients the help they need to have a life. So, any rate, so that's the news with my first current and very expensive wife. So yeah, we know more than we do last week, but we'll know more next week for sure. And the thing on her neck is quite large, so they got to find out what this is. So previous doctor should have sent her in for that, 2 weeks ago instead of fiddle farting around with an ultrasound. So she never calls back. She has no referrals. She's worthless. So I dropped it and went back with this other doctor. So I'm.
And it drops again. This is going to be very, very fun. Yeah, I thought I punched in NXR. I must have punched in NX. My bad. Yeah, we'll do this live. Oh yeah, there we go. That's much better. All right, come back over. What do you mean? No. Let's see here. There we go. Here, and right there. That thing. Very cool. So there we go. Hey, Colin. Did I get any extra subs after you shared my YouTube? No, I did not. And we're waiting for this local machine to come back up on the air. No, I did not get any extra subs related to you sharing that. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Jody. It's always a lot less. It's probably about half the price. As I said, guys, this is a very interesting thing because, well, tonight, let's see here. There we go. You can hear the key up tone, and you should hear audio coming out because that's the repeater frequency. But yeah, so I'm having to use the backup radio tonight in order to get in, and apparently, I think we permanently timed out the machine. So I have a 7. Oh, geez. I don't remember which one I have at the QTH. Yes, I bring multiple radios with me on the road. I'm trying to, Michael, I'll get back to you on that one. I have 2 of them, VHF low and VHF high, because they come in 2 band splits. I have a couple of them. I don't remember which TKRs they are, but I'm still waiting for this repeater to come back up. Let me. Oh, that was the wrong button. Haven't used this radio in a minute. There we go. Yeah, still waiting for this repeater to come back up. So, Michael, since you're not new to me, but you're new on tonight, what it is, let me go back if I can find that far enough. Let's see. You asked me a question. Ah, there it is. So what net is this? Assuming everything works right, it is the Northern California swap net hosted on the N6ICW Repeater System in the Sacramento Valley, which covers, well, let me see if I have this here. Yeah, let me move the clock out of the way there for a second. This is what the N6ICW repeater, the main hub that is currently off. This is what it covers. And is this going to show up? No. Is it? No, it's not. So I am way. Yeah, of course, my hand's going to be out of the way. I know. We'll move me. We'll put this right behind it, if it will behave. Let's turn off.
Yeah, good double first names are always good.
Oh, we're back finally.
Okay, yeah. All right, Eli, very good. Yes, I will try to remember that. Very good. And what's going on? Are you affected by all that up in? Well, you're not in Oroville, but you're in Chico. How you guys doing up there? I'm not recording. We're not affected by it at all. But my dad's working on it. Just to buy a house back. It's pretty much out. Remote. So we're good out here though. Okay, are you in? You said you're in Corning. Okay, then you and Clarence, TUK, probably close by one another. Yep, I've talked to Clarence before. Okay, good. Oh, and thanks to your dad for keeping everybody safe. So, a report from the front line. Alrighty, very good. Thank you. Thanks, Eli. Anything else going on up there? I hope you're maybe you got a swimming pool in your backyard, or run under the sprinklers today.
not bad though. We were inside most of the day. Watching TV. I played Call of Duty. Didn't do too good today, but it was fun. Nothing else for me. Back to you. Okay, N6ICW Repeater.
All right, very good. Yeah, that's
The repeater timer is apparently very short tonight. All right, so I am. Yeah, my fingers get cut off, of course. So the QTH is literally at the top of my head here, right there. That little town right there, and wrong way. There we go. There's Santa Rosa, and this whole area here is where the wine country fires of 2017 were. For those that don't know,
this is my neighborhood. It's pretty sleepy and quiet, but there's a couple of old hippies around here that everyone come up from a house.
well, this might be a challenge, even more so than normal.
Thought I'd come in here and invite people out to talk on the radio and say hello. Everybody's having a wonderful 4th of July, whether you're staying home and watching them on TV. Happy 4th of July to you in your own way. And I'm going to celebrate breakfast tomorrow morning for those that are interested. Yeah, out of Brookfield. Madison and Biz 80. The Brookfields is on Madison. You get off the freeway, and before you even go a block, you'll be able to turn into the parking lot. And, it's 11 o'clock. And with any kind of luck, I'm going to be there this month. And since I'm going to pick up Tim, he's going to be there this month. So I got an attendance of 2 that are probably, well, as guaranteed as anything in the world these days. And probably another 2 that I can bet on. So why don't you become 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, or one of the many numbers still available? Kind of like swap. There's numbers available. Anyway, if you want to come out and talk radio or nothing about radio, join us for breakfast at 11 at Brookfield. And that's the only important thing I had to say tonight. No ham-zams until fall. I think September, Folsom Group's going to start up again. So I'll let you know more as I know more. Okay, Jason. Okay, very good, John. Yes, 4343 Auburn Boulevard. That's it. 4343 Auburn Boulevard, Brookfield. Was on Madison. Yes, you're right. It's it's those fireworks doing it to me. Yes, 43. I couldn't remember. Actually, you're right. 43 Auburn didn't quite sound right. Yes, 443 Madison Avenue. That's 2 times 43 Madison Avenue near Business 80 in Sacramento. And if I remember, we went there after one of the swaps, and they have great cones over there. So pick up a box and take them home for an after 4th of July treat. Very good cones.
Well, if it's double the Madison Avenue, where's the original Madison Avenue? Hi.
But on the other hand, it's very respectable, and you won't be disappointed in it. They got a good variety, too. It's amazing when they put those menus together. They come up with all these great ideas. And, yep.
I need an amplifier for 2 meters, I swear. And the repeater dropped again. Yep, the repeater dropped. Okay, so while we're waiting for the repeater to come back up again, let's see here. Yeah, the local repeater has a very short timeout timer when things warm up. Yeah, the one downside, not a downside, it's a wonderful repeater, but it's hosted in a very warm location, already in a warm location. So yeah, and okay, so Michael, with this one, what it is with this and with the N6ICW repeater system, as soon as you hear the courtesy tone, so I unkey, I hear the beep that comes across the radio, I'm good to key up. Even though the squelch tail's still there, I'm good to key up again, because that's how the N6ICW repeater system works. Well, that's not how other repeaters work. And so that squelch tail is so long that other repeaters, like the local one I'm coming through on IRLP, times out quicker. And we wind up with me chit-chatting for, what, 2 minutes now? Oh, yeah, whatever it is. So I'm still sitting here looking at the other radio, waiting for the main box to come back up, and it's not coming back up. So I don't think Chris, who's a wonderful guy, absolutely fantastic guy, I don't think he's turning the Mount Vaca repeater back on tonight. And the backup transmitter site, I cannot hit from where I'm at. So I have to be further out into the valley in order to hit it. So we'll see what happens, and I'm probably going to get a very interesting email from this repeater owner that I'm using IRLP through. He's a good friend of mine, a good friend. But I'm probably going to get an interesting email going, Frank, why did it time out so much last night? And I'm sorry. Yeah. So there you go. Hopefully that explains it, Michael.
Yeah, Frank gave it the old college try, but yeah, it's a little bit off the edge. But I can't tell. But Frank and maybe Cloverdale can tell that we're on the Zamora transmitter. Sounds the same to me here. Although
Yeah, it really does for him.
Drop, so I have to see if I can tell. But yeah, thank you, Frank, and yeah, we have to get you on an auto pack.
What is he thanking me for?
Hook you up that way. So yeah, if I had a little pat box, I could get you here on the phone. Anyway, but yeah, you're just off the edge. So thank you for doing that. Anybody else for the net tonight?
Well, you heard me earlier just fine, so you should be able to hear me now just fine. No, the repeater keeps timing out on my end because unfortunately things aren't dropped. So it times out, comes back up, times out, comes back up. How copy, Armand? Oh man.
Okay, you're right. We do need to let the machine drop for the IRLP. That was good that time. You were fine. Noisy, but your audio was there, so we were able to hear you. So I just got to remember to, let the tail drag on the ground there for a while.
Exactly what I was telling you guys.
We're on Zamora, and he's going through Chico. Oh, okay, Chris. Thank you. How are you?
There's Chris himself.
Hanging out. How about you? Yeah, well, that's pretty hot up on the mountain, huh? DG&E has been turning off the power up at Bacchus. So Zamora has a generator.
Oh, good evening, Chris. Hey, Chris, I sent you an email about a month and a half ago. I'm not sure if you got it because I haven't seen a response. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey via IRLP.
And I hope
No.
by your house.
Nah.
Contact. Hey, Chris, come out tomorrow morning. I'll buy you breakfast. KJ6AD. When and where? What time? Your favorite, Brookfield, 11 a.m. For breakfast? That's late. That's lunchtime. Yeah, but Chris, that's dinner. Look a gift horse in the mouth for definition.
Oh,
I'll be
John.
starving.
John.
Maybe I'll just swing by your place after breakfast. Boy, you lost my train of thought.
Most do, Michael.
It's like
Most
World
do.
War III over here, Armand. Cats are buried under the bed. Oh, yeah. Like I said, we need a giant, we need a double king-size bed for all our ham kitties to go under. And that's 4, and John's 4.
Uh-oh. It's about to time out.
I don't think he's got any.
Very spicy, Jody. Very.
That's free over here. She has a brother, and then there's.
Yeah, it's about to time out.
And that's about 4 door. The other 2 are indoor.
Hey, Chris.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. So we're almost 10 or 11 cats. So we need a big bed, one of those big circular beds that they advertise in all those afternoon motels. Remember, if I was listening, Al, remember I don't know if you were around back then, maybe not, the Q motor in Q Gardens, Queens, yes. Q motor in brings back memories of commercials for that place anyway. All right, Chris.
Hey, Chris. KG6NLW here.
Yeah, at your leisure, whatever email address I have for you, the AWRL bounced, and I was trying to contact you about a listing last week. It was the N6ICW Repeater. Find out more about it for a friend. Okay, yeah, well, I can tell you, yeah, I didn't know that that's bouncing. You shouldn't be doing that, because I did sign up at Pacificon last year. But it was my call sign at ARRL or AS, and my last name is Comcast. But Frank KG6NLW is the guy you want to contact for that repeater. He's the upfront representative for the incognito ham in the Bay Area. So my KG6NLW and SNARS, SNARS.
I'm right here if they'd let me in.
So, drop Frank email. So I don't know if you want. Well, I don't know if you want to talk to him direct, but that's the guy you need to talk to for that repeater.
Hey, I'm here, and Armand, am I making it in? If so, Chris, I did send you an email about a month and a half ago. I hadn't heard anything back, so I was wondering if you were all right. Good to hear you out here tonight.
I saw a group email that
It is
a week and a half ago. One you're talking about?
No, I sent one about beginning of May or so. I'll shoot me an email. I'll resend it. And yeah, I'm the point of contact for that Yaesu repeater from last week. And thank you for all you do out here. Jody, I really do.
And Armand, when you should know that. Pick up on guys from Chico on the high beat. That's how okay, I'm going to back out of here. I'm out in the garage. It's a little warm. Go drag Cindy out of bed to go look at the fireworks here in a few moments. Wow. Good to feel it. See you guys later. N6ICW.
I'm actually coming in through IRLP, so wherever that links in tonight, Chris.
She got to run it here in the cool inside. I hope she's okay. And yeah,
I
thought that was
need a 2-meter amp.
But it's a Chico beep. You're right. Chico beep. Yes. Alrighty. Thanks, Chris. And yeah, get a hold of Frank, and you guys will be on your way. N6ICW on N6ICW City, Winston, Ocala, Swamp.
I actually am coming in through IRLP, but I guess that goes through Chico.
My mistake. The beeps all sound alike.
Oh, not a problem, Chris.
Don't they? Same frequency, same duration. Yep, they sound alike.
Before Bobby and everyone else, except for Sassy Canadian, because you had your day on the first.
Hard to hear the differential between them.
Oh yeah, you're right. I kind of have that memory. You're right. Yes, the IRLP. Now, yes, you're 100% right, of course. The IRLP is lower, and the Chico beep is higher. Yes, that's correct. Of course. Yes. Now I realize that. I see my error.
Armand, don't quit your day job.
You know, all these repeaters have all these sounds and things and stuff, so you gotta remember which repeater and how it beats, and yeah, you know, what it means. There you go. They are definitely different, without a doubt. So there you go.
All right, enough of the beeps and bloops and bits and bops, right? Hi. And Sassy Comedian? No,
And
Sassy Canadian, I think.
We hear the crickets today. Of course, they're probably hiding. So anyway, anybody else for the swamp tonight, with or without a listing? Anybody else to check in?
N6JB, John.
Hi, John. Did you say Toledo?
Yeah, Camino. I'm up here east of Placerville.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Toledo. Okay, Camino. Yeah, and you, how you doing up there? I know there was some bad stuff going on near Placerville. What's going on in your area, John?
We're okay. The fire down near Somerset, which called the Moccasin fire, is they're containing it. Still about 51 acres, and they're working on hotspots in the middle. They're firming up the perimeters around it. They're doing a good job on that. Well, if Chris is still in the garage, I'll say good evening to him. It's been a long time since I've heard him. And John Dyer, nice to hear your voice out there again as well. And I've been a listener, but I'm the talker here for the last couple of years after I moved up here. We're just starting to get our radio set put back together, but I'm on the handheld tonight. We're warm. We're running about 90 degrees, and we've had a breeze. It wasn't, but it was well over 100 up here, which is very unusual. Usually about 15 degrees cooler than the valley.
All right, great job. Glad to have you back. And they're starting out here in the neighborhood. I can hear them like big popcorn kernels, pop, 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 pop. So if the gangbangers are out there, this is the night for them. They can just meld right into the fireworks, God forbid. And glad to hear you're okay. And you know, when you mentioned Somerset, I think of N6ZRZ. So I wonder if Richard is still alive. I haven't heard him in years. Like he was, I think he was in Somerset at one point. I don't know if he's still there. But I'm glad everything's okay by your house.
Appreciate it very much. Well, I'm kind of happy to know you guys are still running the net. I've got a box full of some vintage Yaesu HF gear that was given to me by my brother years ago, and it's just still unused, and it was restored by him. It's in pretty good working condition a while back. Then I got to find somebody who could take it advantage of it, use it, play with it, or enjoy it more than what I can do at this point. But we'll get around to that later. Maybe the next time the net's on, I'll have all the information and get it up so we can do a formal listing. But it's good to hear you back out here still doing this. And I was shocked by all my peers, that people that I've been talking to for years, how many of them are now signed. I was informed of this recently, and I'm really surprised. So it's coming back to the.
Yep, a repeater dropped again. So, Michael, to answer your question here, probably not a whole lot, probably a lot though. And as I was just typing out, the safe and sane, for whatever that's worth, in my local town were canceled last minute by the fire police and mayor due to high risk fire concerns. So I haven't seen any text messages from the family going, "There's fireworks going off." So we'll see what happens. But knock on wood, everything's good. Oh, are we back? Yeah, maybe.
That's the kind of the history of NorCal. So we're still here, and time, and good to follow up with the petition. Yep, whenever you get that listing ready.
I'll give it another minute or so. Jody, not quite. By the way, we never say this word. Never. It is not in one's vocabulary. Period. Just an FYI. So we'll see what happens there. And let me just mute that for a second. As far as them being that word, no, they're not, especially not in other parts of the state. Maybe around here, maybe, but no. And Bobby, no, as in it's Sacramento, and you don't go south of the 9950 split type of. Yeah, I'm not about to get. I'm not about to get a strike for saying that, but you get what I'm putting down, right?
Or a slow brain.
N6ICW. John, I'm interested in the Gations, so I'll be there next week too.
Very good. We'll let you know what they are, and I'll have it all organized. It's got a transmitter and a tuner and a number of other things to go along with it. So we'll get together with you on that one. And thank you for letting me come back. Yeah, I'll come back next Thursday, and I'll make sure I have a card filled out with most of the details and all the pertinent information that you're going to need. We'll go from there. That's good. Just good hearing voices on this repeater. I've been turning the radio on and off for so long, and on and off, and from time to time it's just all quiet. And it's very nice to hear people using it. I know Chris appreciates that too, and I got to get back in form with him and try and help support the system. Anyway, thanks guys. KG6JV, we're barbecuing some dinner. We'll be out here listening.
All right, John. Better 9 or 10. So keep an eye on that barbecue, and I can smell it from here. Thank you, John. And yep, Eli, nice, young handsome. I'm sure he'll appreciate all of that too. And I think he'll be right about now, I guess, or a clear throat. KG6JB, WB. Let's see, anybody else? It's going to be an early night. Everybody wants to run out and look at the sky tonight. Maybe it's time to take to the air, right, and fly around and look at all the fireworks from way up above.
Well, if you want, I can talk about a couple things here, Armand.
Yeah, sure, Frank. What's up in Cloverdale tonight?
Oh, I have no clue what's going on there tonight. Okay, so July 12th and 13th. So what? Next weekend is it? Is HamCon Zion being hosted in St. George, Utah. For more information, you can visit I think it's hamconzion.com. Let me pull it up. But it is definitely a lot of fun. It is their first year holding it in Zion in St. George. Yeah, hamconzion.com. That is July 12th and 13th. And then, if you want to, let me just make sure it's not passed already. There is a Flagstaff, Arizona Ham Fest. It doesn't say when it is. Uh, it's a Friday and Saturday. That I know for sure. But it's part of the Northern Arizona DX Convention. Uh, or DX Association are holding it. Let me. I wasn't ready for this. So yeah. The Flagstaff Ham Fest. You can find more about that at flagstaffhamfest.org and hamconzion.org for the ham convention, the premier ham convention of the West Coast, July 12th and 13th. Armand, I'm sure you've gotten some icy cold water. Back to you.
Yeah, it's a little noisy here, so blackstaffhamfest.com if you're thinking about taking a trip down that way. You can check that out. Some of Frank's stuff is a little noisy tonight, so it's a little hard to hear. And I think the other one was HamCon Zion. Was that hamconzion.org, Frank? Okay, it's the com domain. HamCon Zion dot com. Okay, so those things check out. Yes, I have headphones on, so it's a little easier for me to hear you than trying to pick it out of the noise. So even though your audio is there, it's a little fatigued to try to pick out. And I guess you're not in Cloverdale tonight.
I forgot to unmute this microphone, but yeah, I basically told him I was just listening.
Okay, where in the world is NLW? That's the game we play every week. You never know where Frank's going to be. But, usually near some railroad tracks anyway. All right, Frank, thank you for that. And talk tonight, but we know who he is anyway. All righty, let's see. Last call. Anybody else for the 4th of July edition of the NorCal Club?
While we wait for that last call to come around.
All right, nothing heard, so number one, the only one tonight, the Alpha 6 Fox Golf India, WA6FGI, Gary in Sacramento, has an item for free. Even though it's free, a lot of people can use one. It's a Heathkit Cantenna. Cantenna oil-filled dummy load for your ham radio station. And let's see, it is in a bucket plus being in the can. So it is protected. You just pick up the bucket, and off you go. It's oil filled. It'll handle 1 kW. Includes a coax jumper cable to go between dummy load and the back of your radio. Again, it'll handle up to 1 kW. So that's good. And you can pick it up at Gary's house.
Don't go anywhere, Graceful 4. I got something.
Or give them a call. 916-344-7571. Again, 916-344-7571.
California.
And all my clocks are talking clock. And so begin to close the net. Outside or climb their towers or look at the fireworks that are going to be starting to all around town. So again, before we go, anybody else with any announcements or anything for the net? All right, Rick, how you doing? Just getting in there under the wire. KM6 ZRO, WB2ZEI. Go ahead.
Armand, it's hotter than heck up here in Rockland, and you can tell when it's really hot because sometimes when the lizards run across the driveway, they kind of burst into flames and leave a little spot there. I don't see that very often, but it does happen.
I bet you're, they're running across that hot asphalt. Yikes.
Yes, they are.
All right, very good. You're going to be watching fireworks from your backyard?
We may, but we actually had a good time yesterday at the baseball game. Good Lord, what's their name? I just forgot. The one there in Sacramento.
Oh, the River Cat?
Where they had a game yesterday with fireworks afterwards. It was very nice.
Yeah, over at what was it? I forgot, Center Field or something. What, River Cat?
Yes, it is. The team, our team is the River Cats, and then the field is now called Sutter Health something. I've forgotten, but Sutter Health is the primary marquee there.
Yeah, they had some TV crews out there saying how hot it was as well. So I hope you enjoyed and you didn't roast yourself. But I don't know. I don't think I'd want to be out there in 100 some odd degrees, especially if they said some of the seats were in the sun as well. Yikes. All right, well, good. Glad you enjoyed yourself, and so stay inside where it's cool and enjoy your weekend, and we'll look for you next week. KM6 ZRO, WP2ZEI.
Thank you, Armand.
All right, thank you, Rick. Anybody else for the net before we close?
A hearty good night from the social media side here, Armand, and I'm going to disconnect before you drop things off. Kilo Golf 6, November, Lima Whiskey, 73 from social media.
Node number.
All right, and with that, switch back over here. So Let's see. So, because Graceful 4 has been so generous to stick around, thank you. I know it was a struggle. So with that, if you guys missed the intro of tonight's live stream, for those watching live that are joined late and the team replay crowd, go back and please rewatch right after my little intro video. Please rewatch. So like minute 3 to minute 10 maybe. Yeah, it was probably about a 5 to 7 minute announcement. I'll summarize here. There is a certain repeater in the San Francisco Bay Area that is under control of a rogue operator and their accomplices. Please, 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 and I cannot stress this enough, and I already did this earlier. I cannot stress it enough. Do not give them the time of day. Jason, you're absolutely right. The TLDR version, effing lids, and yeah, that is the best way to put it. Absolutely, absolutely the best way to put it. 73, y'all.